All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for this second game here as you're tuned in to the Ontario ParaSport Games 2019 presented by Durham Region. We're streaming live on ParaSport TV. Should have a great game here as Ottawa Blind Soccer Club gets set to take on Kitchener Soccer Club. I want to apologize for any technical difficulties we may have experienced in the first broadcast, including some audio difficulties. We think we've got it all sorted out, and we should be good to go here for game number 2 and the rest of this weekend. My name's Nico Cardarelli. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's action as we're coming to you live from the Pickering Soccer Centre here at the 2019 Ontario ParaSport Games hosted by Durham Region. Just moments away from kickoff here between the Kitchener Soccer Club and the Ottawa Blind Soccer Club. As Ottawa scoring a dramatic 3-2 victory in their opening match against Pickering, a comeback win for Ottawa after going down 2-1 at one point in that match. Well, the teams are just about set for the opening kickoff. Ottawa will once again be wearing their black jerseys with bluish numbers on the back. And Kitchener with more of a dark reddish color with white numbers on the back. Kitchener will defend the end to our left to start as Ottawa will start defending the end to our camera right. The teams will shake hands, and then we'll have the opening kickoff coming up here on ParaSport TV. A reminder to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at ParaSport_TV. Let us know who you're cheering on, where you're watching from, and we'll get to a few viewer shoutouts throughout the broadcast. And you can do the same thing as well through the live chat feature on our YouTube stream. On the right side of your screen, you can see the live chat. And once again, let us know where you're tuning in from, which team you're cheering on, and we'll get to a few shoutouts throughout this match. A big thank you to Matt Greenwood of the Pickering Soccer Club, who has really made this whole weekend event possible, and a big thank you for having us here, ParaSport TV, to be able to stream these games, as we are thrilled to be here at the Pickering Soccer Centre for the 5-a-side visually impaired soccer competition here at the Ontario ParaSport Games 2019, hosted by Durham Region. The Kitchener Soccer Club, they are raring to go here, as number 7, Nader Ibrahim, hardly able to contain his excitement right now, as we're just moments away from the opening kickoff between Ottawa and Kitchener. So the coin toss is happening right now, and they're determining who will defend which end. It looks like Ottawa will defend the end down to our left to start this match, and Kitchener will run right to left across the screens. Ottawa losing one of their players to injury in their opening match, as it was Brenda Bush who left the game with a knock, and she's since received further treatment. We've been told a possible ACL tear, so we certainly hope nothing quite that serious for Brenda, and we wish her a speedy recovery. As Ottawa now playing a little bit short-handed, they've had to put coach Jeffrey Holmes into action wearing one of the eye shades so that he can play in the field. Kitchener's all lined up. They're raring to go. They are ready as Fatloum El Shani stands over top the ball for Kitchener. Alyssa Godin will be your starting keeper for the Kitchener Soccer Club, as head coach Ivan Juric gets his players set positionally. Well, Kitchener Soccer Club blind program started in the fall of 2016, and they competed in the first ever blind soccer event at the 2017 Ontario ParaSport Games in Brantford. They took a bit of a brief hiatus, but they're back with a vengeance here, and they are ready to roll at the 2019 Ontario ParaSport Games. The Ottawa Club, well, you can track them back to the summer of 2016 as a direct legacy from the 2015 Para-Pan American Games led to the start of the Ottawa blind soccer program, as they compete regularly in a local school and have been competing in various tournaments since 2017. Opening kickoff coming up as Kitchener gets set to take on Ottawa here at the Ontario ParaSport Games 2019. Referees check their watches. We're just about set for opening kickoff. And we're underway as Kitchener take early possession off the kickoff, as Esther Berman battling against Fatloum El Shani. El Shani shielding the ball there from Berman, battling against the near boards. As El Shani tries to take it out of the scrum. Ahmed Kamen giving support wide as Berman comes in and takes the ball out of the scrum. Berman defended well there by El Shani, as Ibrahim gives some extra defensive support there, as Kitchener not taking any chances early. Ahmed Kamen oversteps that one. It's Vangelis Nicholas who comes in to take possession, as the scrum for the ball leads to a foul called, and I believe we're going to have a free kick coming up for Ottawa, but we'll have to wait for the referee's indication. And indeed, it is going to be, well, actually, they're going to restart with a drop ball here. So that's the first one we'll have witnessed this weekend as the referee plays it off the boards, and we regain the action as the team's battling for possession. El Shani, he has his space closed down by Berman, as Berman tries to track it to the far corner, but she's defended closely. And now El Shani picks it up for Kitchener. El Shani tracking it back towards his own goal. Does well to hold possession, shielding the ball there from Vangelis Nicholas, but it's Fatoum El Shani who comes away with it. El Shani loses his footing, and now it's Nicholas who has it for Ottawa. Vangelis Nicholas tries to bring his way to the net, but he's defended closely, looking for a foul call, nothing doing, as that was Nader Ibrahim with a good defensive play to stop any chance for Nikias. Ball at the halfway line where El Shani picks it up for Kitchener, and now he'll try lead a break. Closed down by a couple of Ottawa defenders, including Richard Marcellet. El Shani gets past Marcellet. The two get tangled up in each other. No call as play continues on. Nice job by El Shani to scoop up the loose ball, trying to get it onto his foot for a potential shooting chance, and that shot gets blocked as I think that was Holmes getting in the way for Ottawa, making a big block on that shooting attempt there from El Shani. So same thing, we'll have a drop ball coming here to restart play as the referee instructs the players. He'll be throwing it off the boards and back into play. And there we go. So the team's battling for possession. El Shani tries to scoop it up for Kitchener. Cleared away by Marcellet, but not for long as Kitchener track it back into a shooting position. Holmes there defensively at the time being. El Shani battling for the ball along with Kamen. Kamen gets a foot on it as he tries to track it to the boards. As Ahmed Kamen tries to carry it into the middle, but tapped off his toe, and now it's on the foot of El Shani. The guides giving an indication of where the net is with the tapping and banging. Communication so key here in this five-side competition. And what a goal! Oh, a beautiful strike there by Fatloum El Shani. And he gives Kitchener a 1-0 lead. Oh, what a strike. Teed it up on his right foot and let a rocket fly. And it's a 1-0 lead for Kitchener. Just 5 minutes into the match as Fatloum El Shani makes it 1-0 for Kitchener. Tracked the loose ball, pulled it to his right foot, and then let a rocket fly as he puts his team in front 1-0. We've got a substitution coming up momentarily for Kitchener. Or check that, we're just getting a player repositioned here at the substitution gate. As Owen Parkin takes the defensive position here for Kitchener. They lead 1-0 as Ottawa have possession off the kickoff. Vangelis Nikias tries to get past a couple of defenders. They close him down as Fatloum El Shani, the goal scorer, takes the ball for Kitchener. El Shani dribbling it up here, trying to feel out his way. Berman tries to close him down. El Shani still with it, tees up the shot. It goes off Marcellet and out for a Kitchener corner kick. Nice work there by El Shani, who after scoring the opening goal moments ago, pressing for another great chance. The corner kick ensues as El Shani has it for Kitchener. He tries to work his way off the boards into a position to let a shot fly. He's got it on his right foot, spins away from a couple of defenders, loses possession of it as Nikias tries to come up with it. The two continue to battle for possession as El Shani has it now for Kitchener. Tries to draw to his right foot. Parkin there as well for Kitchener. As coming in to make that play is Ahmed Kamen. Esther Berman tries to close down Kamen. He plays it ahead, and now it's tracked by Marcellet to the far corner. Far boards, I should say. There's our first ball out of play today as that one goes up and over the boards. So we'll restart with a Kitchener free kick. Kitchener free kick to come here as both Kamen and El Shani overtop the ball right now. Elshani shields it there from Nikias. Nikias continues to be a thorn in the side of Elshani as now he tries to play it from the ground, and the officials allow him to continue to do so, which Nikias was not too happy about. Elshani tries to tee up a shot. Great defensive play by Marseille to step in there, and now Elshani down and potentially hurt here as he crashed down to the ground pretty hard after that shot attempt. Holding the back of his head, you wonder if maybe his head may have hit the turf there as he gets looked over by his coach and a couple of medical officials here on hand. Fatloum Elshani with the lone goal so far in this match, as it's a 1-0 lead for Kitchener in the early stages of this game. Elshani seems to be okay, taking some hydration in as it looks like he'll be able to shake this off and continue the action. Well, let's give a shout out to some of the great sponsors who have helped make today possible, including the Ontario Blind Sports Association, Ontario Soccer, and of course the host committee here at the Durham Region 2019 Ontario ParaSport Games. Thank you for all your hard work. We'll restart here with a Kitchener free kick in a dangerous position as Elshani stands over top the ball about, well, give or take 10 yards from the net. So a potential shot here coming for Elshani, a 4-player wall set up by Ottawa to try defend this free kick. Elshani, the lone Kitchener player, standing over top the ball. Tees up the shot, oh, and it's right into the gut of Marseille as he shakes that one off. Gutsy block there by the Ottawa defender. Ball coming out to center here as Nikias takes it for Ottawa, bringing it into the offensive zone, tries to get past Kamen. Elshani trying to defend here as Elshani comes out of the scrum with possession of the ball. He's got Parkin with him on the right flank. Elshani challenged now by Berman as Esther Berman tries to strip the ball away from Fatloum Elshani. Elshani continuing to battle with Berman. Common is in there as well for Kitchener, and now it's Elshani who takes it away. Elshani with the ball in his feet, gets around the defender, cutting towards the goal, lets the shot fly, and he scores! What a beauty! Fatloum Elshani makes it 2-0 off some incredible individual skill and a stunning finish on that shot from the right foot of Fatloum Elshani. So Kitchener now take a 2-0 lead after a couple of quick strikes from Fatloum Elshani, and Kitchener gets set to make their first substitution of the match. Ahmed Kamen coming out of the game for the moment, and it'll be Braden Lyons coming in his place. Kitchener now leading this match 2-0 after 2 straight goals from Fatloum Elshani. And now Ottawa will have to respond, trailing 2-0. Kitchener taking it up, led by Elshani. He's already got two. Makes the spin move around Marcellet. Tries to let the shot fly, and that one goes out of touch for a goal kick as Elshani just lost his footing and couldn't quite generate a clean shooting attempt on that opportunity. We've got a corner kick called here for Kitchener. As Elshani gets set to take the corner kick. Elshani plays it short to Parkin, who goes right back to Elshani. Elshani tries to cut his way towards the goal, but that time it's covered up by the Ottawa goalkeeper. Or at least he holds the post tight. The ball's still loose. Elshani tries to get into a shooting position, lets the shot fly. Gutsy block that time by Holmes as it's cleared out to the halfway line, where Vangelis Nicholas tries to come up with it for Ottawa. He gets the free hand on the back of the defender and a foul called against Nikias, so it'll be a free kick coming up for Kitchener, as Braden Lyons did well to earn the free kick there for Kitchener. Off the ensuing free kick, a very quick whistle. And I think we're going to have to retake the free kick here. I'll check that. We have a foul against Kitchener, so it'll be a free kick for Ottawa to restart the play here. Ottawa trailing 2-0 after a couple of beautiful goals from Fatlum Elshani has staked Kitchener out to a 2-0 lead. But Ottawa trying to respond as both Holmes and Berman overtop the ball. Holmes leaves it for Berman. She'll try dribble her way into the attacking zone. Elshani picks it off her foot. The two continue to battle for possession as Berman does well to backtrack and take the ball away. Berman going up the left flank. She's got possession of the ball as she tries to get her way around the defender, Ibrahim. But Nader Ibrahim does well to stand tall, and they get the ball away from Berman. Elshani has it now for Kitchener. He takes it across the half line, bringing it into the attacking zone. He's got one defender to beat. Elshani slows it down, gets past Marcellet. Elshani tees up the shot, and that time he couldn't quite get all of it as it goes out for a goal kick. Goal kick played out by the Ottawa keeper. Now we've got a whistle that the players have not heard. I'm not sure if there was an infraction on the goal kick. I think they're going to allow the Ottawa keeper, Connor Jones, to retake the goal kick. But we'll have to wait for the match officials here to determine the appropriate restart. So a restart here with the goal kick for Ottawa as Connor Jones plays it off the boards to Esther Berman. Directly in front of us, Berman tracks it down the right flank here, where it's picked up by the defender, Nader Ibrahim. Ibrahim tries to muscle Berman off the ball. Berman comes away with it. She's trying to get a shot away for Ottawa, and that attempt out behind the touchline and out for a goal kick. We've got a substitution coming here for Kitchener as Ahmed Kamen gets set to re-enter this match. Owen Parkin will come out of the match for the moment as Common gets set to rejoin the action. So we'll restart here with a Kitchener goal kick as keeper Alyssa Godin gets set to play it out. Referees instruct the keeper on how to appropriately play the goal kick out. And they tell the keeper, play it out with your hands on the goal kick. So she throws that one out to Braden Loynes as Braden Lyons takes it up here for Kitchener. Lyons still with it at his feet, finally taken away by the defenseman, Marcellet, as they scrum along the near side boards. Marcellet takes it across half, lets the long distance shot go, but that one's easily blocked by Nader as it's now at the halfway line. Elshani, he has his space taken up as it's blocked by Marcellet, and they're going to call a handball, I believe, against Kitchener, so it'll be a free kick for Ottawa. Free kick coming up here for Ottawa as Richard Marcellet stands over top the ball. Jeff Holmes on top of the free kick as well. As Marcellet leaves it for Holmes. Holmes has possession. He's challenged by Elshani. As Holmes plays it ahead to Nikias. Elshani comes up with possession for Kitchener. He's got a lane to drive right to the net. Takes possession as he slows it down to make sure he's got quality touch on the ball. He ends up getting knocked down. No call. Play continues on as Elshani still with it inside the semicircle. Lets the shot fly, and a good save there by the keeper, Jones. Long throw out intended for Vangelis Nikias. He's met by the defenseman Nader Ibrahim. Nikias gets around him, tries to drive wide through the boards. Nikias trying to tee up a shot right on goal, but the keeper Godin makes the save as a couple players crashing down in the goal mouth. Nikias a little slow to get up, but he's able to shake it off, and a tough game right now for Ottawa, having just played in the first game of the competition. And a short bench to boot. They've got to be feeling the fatigue at this point. Braden Lyons takes it for Kitchener up the right flank. He gets challenged there by Marcellet. As Marcellet tracks it back to the far corner. Lyons putting some pressure on the Ottawa defender as he's pinned up against the far boards. 3 Kitchener players in there to try win the ball away from Marcellet, as now it's Elshani who comes up with it. Common in there as well for Kitchener. As they continue to scrum for the ball, and now it's played into the top of the semicircle as a shot attempt from Common's right foot gets scooped up by the keeper Jones. Good pressure there from Kitchener and Ahmed Common. Played out by Jones as Berman takes it in front of us down to the right flank. She's got room to run. Ibrahim tries to close her out. As back into the middle of the pitch, they battle for possession. They scrum for possession as a couple players from each team in there. Berman plays it to the far side boards. into the Kitchener defensive area. Vangelis Nikias takes possession, gets around one defender, ends up losing it there, but that should be a corner kick, and indeed it is a corner kick for Ottawa. Vangelis Nikias stands over top the ball for the goal kick, or for the corner kick, excuse me, as Ottawa trying to capitalize here with a rare offensive opportunity in this match. Nikias crosses it in, and it's scooped up by the keeper, Godin. Alyssa Godin plays it out as it's tracking towards Elshani. He scoops it up. He's got the right flank to carry it up the pitch. Elshani tries to settle down possession, gets past Berman. She traces him once again as Elshani bumps into his own man but still has possession. Fatloum Elshani splits the D. He's got the ball on his right foot. Elshani trying to get into a shooting possession. Spins around Marcellet. Can't quite track it as now Lyon comes up with it. Marcellet closes him down. Loose ball. As Marcellet with a good defensive effort to clear the pressure as he gets it to the near boards. Common and Elshani all over Marcellet. As that shot off the bar. Rebound swung at by Elshani, but he can't get a clean shot away. And then a quick break the other way, but the halftime whistle blows. And after the opening 25 minutes, it's Kitchener with a 2-0 lead over Ottawa. You're good. I've got a graphic up. You're good. All right, soccer fans, second half kickoff coming up here in just a moment as Kitchener and Ottawa get set to redo battle here. As Ottawa track the early possession here, Richard Marcellet has it for Ottawa. Battling against Fatloum El-Shani, who has both goals for Kitchener, and El-Shani comes away with possession of the ball here. El-Shani tries to spin out of the corner. Nice job to get around Marcellet. Can't quite draw it to a clean shot. El-Shani still with the ball at his feet. Tries to shield it from the defender. El-Shani continues to go for the spin move off the boards, but Marcellet defending him well. Now El-Shani spins out of that position. Again tries to shield it around Marcellet. El-Shani does well to track it and has it at his feet once again. El-Shani going wide to the left. Shielding it there from the Ottawa defenders. Kamen tries to let the shot fly. That one never made it to the net as El-Shani picks it up once again for Kitchener. Back to the halfway line where El-Shani has it for Kitchener. Nearly gives it up as Vangelis Nikias comes in and steals it away from El-Shani. Nice job by the veteran for Ottawa. Tries to get around the defender Ibrahim but loses his footing and loses possession of the ball. No foul. Play continues on as Esther Berman comes in, makes a good play to tap it up to Nikias. He lets the shot fly, and that goes off the side of the goal. Ottawa's best chance of the match so far, as Vangelis Nikias put that shot attempt just off the side of the goal. Godin plays it out off the goal kick, right to the feet of El-Shani as he's got room to maneuver. El-Shani tries to get past the defender Marcellet. Marcellet does well to pick that off his foot and banks it off the boards and out across the half line. Vangelis Nikias tries to come up with it, but he's met there by Owen Parkin. El-Shani in there as well, giving some extra defensive support. El-Shani gets around one. El-Shani brings it across half as he's closed down, but he's still got the ball along the near boards here. El-Shani, Berman in there for Ottawa, as we have a foul called against Jeffrey Holmes of Ottawa. Actually, check that. They're going to... Yep, it is called against Holmes, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for Kitchener. Kitchener wearing the deep maroon jerseys as both Common and El-Shani with the ball over top for the Kitchener free kick. El-Shani spins around one defender, bringing it up the right wing boards, tries to get past Holmes. The two continue to battle for possession along the near boards. Finally whistled down by the official as a foul called against El-Shani, and it'll be a free kick for Ottawa. Good communication between both benches and the players on the pitch. As Holmes plays the free kick up the pitch intended for Nikias, but it's knocked down by the defender Ibrahim. Common tries to bring it across half. He's held up by Berman. And now it's Nikias who takes possession for Ottawa. Vangelis Nikias trying to get some offense going here for Ottawa as they trail 2-0. Nikias tries to get into a shooting lane. Real estate gets closed down on him. At the top of the circle, Berman unable to quite locate it. Now she's got it. Lets the shot go just past Nikias, and it's scooped up by the goaltender, Godin. Oh, some good pressure here in the second half from Ottawa. They've clearly come out with an intent to try close the gap here on a 2-0 deficit, but they've yet to find pay dirt despite some good pressure. Elshani battling there against Holmes. Elshani gets the better of it, lets the shot fly off the keeper's fingertips and out for a corner kick. What a great chance there for Elshani, and a better save from the keeper, Connor Jones, as he just gets the fingertips to deflect that one over top the net. Elshani so dangerous when he seemingly spins off the man and then lets the shot fly, as was evident on that last opportunity for Kitchener. The ensuing corner kick for Kitchener. Common lets the shot fly, but it goes out for a goal kick. Ahmed Common with a good hustle play there for Kitchener, as Kitchener gets set to make a substitution here, as it'll be Braden Lyons coming back into this match. Next stoppage in play will get Lyons into the game. It's Berman who has it right now for Ottawa. Holmes and Berman with the ball inside the Kitchener half as it comes out to the far side boards. And we've got a player who is dealing with a bit of an equipment issue. Common recovers nicely, and now his team regains possession, led by Ibrahim. Nader Ibrahim does well to clear the ball up the pitch inside Ottawa territory, as Marcellet tracks it against Common. Marcellet against the far boards. Ahmed Common, they both battle, and the pushing a little bit too much there from Common will have a free kick coming up for Ottawa, and a substitution here for Kitchener. So Ahmed Common will come out of the match, and it will be Braden Lyons coming into the game for Kitchener. Bit of a discussion here between the player and the coach, as Ahmed Common feeling like his coach maybe unfairly giving some playing time, but now the two will have a discussion here at the near boards. So a bit of a tense moment there for Kitchener, as rarely would you see a player be that defiant to the coach, but now the coach having a discussion to calm Common down. The substitution never happens, so it'll be Nikias trying to cross the ball, but it goes out of touch for a goal kick, and now we'll get the substitution. So Common comes out of the match now, and it'll be Braden Lyons coming into the game for Kitchener. So Braden Lyons now into the match for Kitchener as they get set to restart with the goal kick. They continue to lead this game 2-0 after both goals coming off the foot of Fatloum Elshani. And that second goal especially, so stunning. Both really fantastic strikes as he's given his team a 2-0 lead. Berman tracks the ball here for Ottawa, as Marcellet in there as well defensively for the Ottawa Blind Soccer Club. It's Berman bringing the ball across half as she's trying to get some offense going here for Ottawa. Nader Ibrahim does well to track it defensively for Kitchener, clears it back into Ottawa territory, as Berman gets to it first for Ottawa as they try locate it. Now Berman gets it. Elshani steps in front of her and takes possession away. Elshani tries to let the shot fly, and that one goes wide as he got closed down by Marcellet, and it'll be a goal kick for Ottawa. We've got an equipment issue with one of the Kitchener defenders, something relating to the eye shade of Nader Ibrahim. So they'll take a moment to adjust the equipment, and we'll restart play here with a Ottawa goal kick. Connor Jones plays it out for Ottawa. Right up to Jeffrey Holmes. Holmes being defended there by Ibrahim as the two continue to battle along the near boards directly in front of the Kitchener bench. Nice job by Lyons as he comes away with the ball, trying to battle against Esther Berman, and she tracks him down to prevent a breakaway chance there for Lyons. Berman has it for Ottawa, brings it back into the offensive zone as Holmes loses possession, and now it's Marcellet who gets to it first for Ottawa along the near boards. Lyons tries to get around the defender. Lyons driving wide, but the ball goes out of touch, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for, oh, check that, they're going to call it a corner kick. As good hustle there by Brandon Lyons to earn that corner kick for Kitchener. So Kitchener prepared to play the ball off the corner kick. Parkin plays it to Elshani, who tries to work his way out front, but Holmes steps in his path, and now we've got a chance here going the other way for Ottawa. It's Berman bringing the ball up the right flank. Hugging tight against the board, she tries to feed it into the middle of the pitch for Vangelis Nikias, but that's broken up by Fatloum Elshani, and now we've got a player injury that brings a whistle and a stoppage in play, as it's an Ottawa player, Jeff Holmes, who took a big knock there and now needs a moment to regain his footing. Checking for any potential nosebleed, but it looks like Holmes will be okay to continue here. As Kitchener check on their player, Fatloum Elshani, who was also in that collision, and they'll restart with a drop ball here against the far boards. Referees put it back into play off the drop ball, and it's Elshani who picks it up for Kitchener. He's got Berman all over him. Elshani does well to get around Berman. Ball in the middle of the pitch as Elshani drives wide along the left flank. Elshani tries to get into a shooting lane, but that's picked off his foot by both Marcellet and Berman as Ottawa take possession. Berman does well to squeeze her way past a couple of defenders. She gets pulled back there by Elshani. No call. Play continues on despite some physical play between the two clubs. Berman trying to get the ball back from Elshani. Nearly picks it off his foot. Elshani with just two to beat. Gets around one. One defender left for Elshani to get past. Lets the shot go, and it's off the defender and out of touch. They're going to call it a goal kick as Elshani, who hit the ground hard there. And upon further consultations, the referee changed their mind and make the right call of a corner kick coming up for Kitchener. Ahmed Kamen gets set to rejoin the action here as Kitchener have a substitution coming up in a few moments after the corner kick. Owen Parkin on top of the ball for the corner kick, as he's got Elshani parked about 7 yards away from the ball out top. Parkin plays it to Elshani. Elshani tracks it, tries to possess it against Marcellet, gets around the first defender. Elshani draws it to his right foot, trying to get into a shooting position. The real estate closed away, and then the shot goes wide and out for a goal kick, which will give Kitchener an opportunity to take a goal, to get the substitution in. Elshani coming out of the match here as he's got both goals for Kitchener and a great performance. He's taken a couple of tough knocks and a well-deserved rest opportunity now for Fatloum Elshani. as Ahmed Kamen back into this match. A little over 10 minutes remaining to play here in the second half of action as Kitchener lead 2-0 over Ottawa. Off the goal kick, played out, intended for Nikias. It's scooped up by Holmes. Holmes tries to spin off the boards and let a shot fly, but he couldn't quite connect on that. And now Nader Ibrahim takes possession for Kitchener. Ball just gets past Esther Berman as Kamen gets in to challenge there for Kitchener. Ahmed Kamen squeezes his way between Berman and the boards as a few players from each team getting in the way, and now it's Berman who comes away with the ball. Esther Berman at the halfway line plays it ahead to Holmes. Holmes gets tracked down by a couple of defenders, tries to draw on his left foot for a potential shot. Holmes gets around Ibrahim, lets the shot go. It's off the defender, and that should be a corner kick for Ottawa, and indeed it is called. So Ottawa pressing here with about 10 minutes remaining in the match, trying to crack the clean sheet that Alyssa Godin has defended so far for Kitchener. It's Esther Berman on top of the corner kick right now for Ottawa as Vangelis Nikias comes in to give some support. The two chat in the far corner as they devise a strategy here for the corner kick. Holmes getting his position on the near post. Godin there as well defending. The shot from Nikias. Not quite able to get on target, and it's a goal kick for Kitchener. Ball played out off the goal kick across half where it's Kamen who tries to track it for Kitchener. Marcellet gets there defensively for Ottawa. The two pushing against the far side boards, and now a foul called against Kamen. And it'll be a free kick coming up for Ottawa. So they've actually switched the call. It's going to be a Kitchener free kick. Actually, they're going to restart with a... Oh, even the referees were a bit confused there. It is indeed going to be an Ottawa free kick to restart the play. As Richard Marcellet stands over top the ball to take the free kick. Marcellet gets a good right-footed boot on the ball, plays it all the way down the pitch, and it's out for a goal kick. Kitchener play it out. Godin off the goal kick, gives it to Lyons. He tries to track it across the half line, but Berman comes in and takes it away from him. Lyons gets it right back as he's driving towards the goal. Potential shooting opportunity, but he loses control, and it's scooped up by the keeper, Jones. Jones bowls it out for Nikias, who brings it up the pitch now for Ottawa. Lets the shot from distance go, and that's saved by the keeper, Godin, but she plays it outside of her area, and that'll be a penalty kick awarded to Ottawa. So a critical error there by the Kitchener keeper, which could have potentially opened the door now for Ottawa, trailing 2-0, but a penalty kick to come here for Ottawa. So the referee sets the player up. It's going to be Jeffrey Holmes standing over top the ball to take the penalty kick for Ottawa, as Kitchener keeper Alyssa Godin gets set for this PK. Jeff Holmes over top the ball. Getting the indication from the guide as to where the posts are. Holmes locates the ball, shoots, and he puts it wide on the penalty kick. A chance for Ottawa to cut the lead to 2-1, but they can't capitalize, and this remains a 2-0 lead for Kitchener as the man with both goals in this game, Fatloum Elshani, gets set to rejoin the match. It'll be Nader Ibrahim coming out of the match in place of Elshani, as he's got 2 goals already for Kitchener, working for a hat trick, and he's had a spectacular game, and he says he will get that hat trick. Nice work there by Nader Ibrahim as he comes out of the match. A staunch defender. He has been really good on the back line for Kitchener here today. Well, we'll restart with the goal kick, played out by Godin. She bowls that one out to Parkin. Owen Parkin at the halfway line, tracks it. He's got Elshani with him, plays it into the middle for Elshani. As they crash together, it was Berman closing down the space, and we're going to have a foul called against Ottawa, so Kitchener free kick at the half. Elshani stands over top the ball. Elshani lays it for Lions. Berman comes in and splits it away from them, but a foul called against Kitchener, and we'll have an Ottawa free kick at the halfway line. Time ticking down here in this match. Ottawa trailing 2-0, but they've got a free kick coming up and an opportunity to create some offensive chances here as Vangelis Nikias stands over top the free kick. An indirect free kick for Ottawa as Berman's standing a couple strides off the ball. Nikias plays it intended for Berman as she tries to track it there against Elshani. Elshani does well to wrestle the ball away from Berman. He's got it at his feet, tries to dribble ahead. Berman challenging him defensively. Marcellet there as well for Ottawa on the back end as Elshani tries to dance his way into a shooting lane. Elshani can't quite get around Marcellet. Now he's got a lane. Elshani shoots, and that is a huge save there from Jones to keep this a 2-goal game. Ottawa try for a quick break here as Jones throws it out to Holmes. Holmes gets muscled into the boards, but he shakes it off, and now he gains some space in the middle of the pitch. Now Holmes not too happy about Common flopping there, but Common, the smaller of the two bodies, taking the brunt of that collision, and now he'll need some assistance from the medical staff here on hand. Ahmed Common seems to be able to shake it off. He's going to be taken out of the match, though, by his coach, not wanting to take any chances with a potential head injury. So it'll be Nader Ibrahim coming back into the match for Kitchener. So Ahmed Kamen gets taken to the medical booth, and he'll receive some treatment here. Hopefully nothing too serious for the Kitchener player, as Nader Ibrahim back into this match. We'll have an Ottawa free kick to restart the game as Jeff Holmes stands over top the ball. And based on his positioning, you would think he's squaring up for a shot right off this free kick. He tees it up, lets it go, and it goes wide for a Kitchener goal kick. Godin plays it out off the goal kick. Braden Lyons tries to get to it. Esther Berman gets to it ahead of Lions, and now it's on the foot of Nikias. Vangelis Nikias tries to muscle his way into the middle of the pitch for a potential shot, but nothing doing that time. As they continue to scrum for possession, Berman can't quite take control, and here goes Elshani for Kitchener. The final whistle blows. Kitchener takes the match. 2-0 the final after a couple of beautiful goals from Fatloum Elshani proved to be the difference. 2-0 the final here as Kitchener score their first win of the weekend. Ottawa drops to 1-1 on the competition. And we've still got one more game to go today, folks, as in about a half hour from now, maybe not even quite that long, we'll have Pickering taking on Kitchener. Once again, the final score of this match, Kitchener 2, Ottawa 0. For ParaSport TV, my name's Nico Cardarelli. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the next match here at the 2019 Durham Region, Ontario ParaSport